this time on Chasing UFOs.
A las 7, a la misma altura.
Hay unas nubes ahí, se debe de estar.
The team heads to Mexico looking into the mothership videos. Incredible footage of what some believe to be a craft, releasing hundreds of smaller UFOs in the sky above Mexico.
Las esferitas eran vivas, inteligentes.
He was having this feeling that it was alive.
The hunt for answers leads the team into perilous territory, as locals fear this wave of activity could be linked to an active volcano.
Just at any moment, this thing could just explode.
The investigation takes an unexpected turn when a well-known ufologist reveals what he believes to be undeniable proof of an alien presence.
Oh my God!
In a race to find out whether these creatures really do exist, the team comes face to face with something terrifying lurking deep in the Mexican jungle.
Go! It's the way out.
What we have here is not any earthly craft.
Did you see that?
There's usually a more conventional explanation for unidentified things that people are seeing if you take the time to look for them.
For the first time in my life, I'm caught believing that the possibility of UFOs is all too real.
For me to be out here looking for evidence, this is it. This is what I live for. This is what I've been dreaming about.
Oh my God! You know, I've never been to Mexico City. This is my first time in Mexico City.
It's my first time too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're here in Mexico City to investigate the mothership videos.
I'm gonna pull up the mothership videos to just do a quick comparison. All right, so here are the two angles of the mothership videos that were shot from Mexico. Check them both out. This is Pedro's angle. He's the one that shot the video looking to the east.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
And then this is Alfredo's angle, looking to the west, obviously backlit.
So they're actually dancing around a little bit. Look at that.
That's interesting.
I've never heard anyone talking about anything like it, and I've never seen anything like it.
It looks like giving birth, right, to little baby UFOs.
As a UFO investigator, someone who's looked at a lot of footage, it's extremely rare. Two strangers filming the same object at the same time, shot from two separate angles.
I'm anticipating this is going to be extremely difficult for Ben to debunk.
Oh, is that right?
The fact that it's, semi-daylight, and you have two separate angles, and we have both the people that shot the videos. That's a major boon for our investigation.
I've got the exact opposite opinion. I feel like because the data is so good, we actually have a chance of identifying it. To me, it does look like something is deploying an array of something else. I just have no idea what it is to start, but does that mean it had to be ET? No.
First things first, we should absolutely contact those eyewitnesses. Having two angles of a video like that is really unusual and really valuable to us. So getting to speak to both of them is imperative, for analysis.
It's unprecedented, really.
Since these videos were shot on handheld consumer cameras, they don't have as much detail as I would like, so I'm not jumping on the mothership bandwagon just yet. Mexico City is bustling this morning.
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't know how your Spanish is, Ben, but James is almost fluent.
No, I know all the typical stuff, but no, my Spanish is nothing to write home about.
Can you say, have you seen a flying saucer?
I know. Oh, plato, no.
I think we head down this way. With a language barrier firmly in place, we knew we couldn't do this without a translator.
Sure. Okay.
He's better English than I am.
You'll call me. All right, bye.
Disculpe. Hi.
Hi.
Hold on. I said hi. Hi.
Hi, hello. Nice to meet you.
I'm James.
I'm Renee.
This is Ben.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
After joining our translator, we're off to meet with the first of two eyewitnesses, Pedro.
Hola.
Pedro.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto, señor.
You know, we're very fascinated by the video he shot, and we'd love to learn a little bit more about it.
Sí, están muy contentos ellos de conocerte. Sobre todo están fascinados con el video que lograste tomar.
El 22 de mayo del 2009 venía yo de satélite, iba yo a Valle Dorado.
He was looking out the window and he noticed this thing on the sky. The object was white, it was moving, tilting. So he decided to come off the bus and then come closer to look at it.
And was it like the size of a motorcycle, the size of a bus, the size of a car?
Tráiler, el triple de un tráiler.
It was probably 3 times an 18-wheeler.
Wow. What does he believe he saw?
Las esferitas eran vivas, inteligentes.
While shooting, he was having this feeling that it's not from the Earth. It was something that had intelligence and that it was moving on its own and it was alive.
Clearly, Pedro is convinced that what he captured on film was a bona fide UFO. Now we're going to meet the second cameraman who captured the same object, but this time it's backlit.
Hola.
Mucho gusto.
¿Qué tal, amigo? ¿Cómo estás?
James.
Gusto en conocerte. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
So, is there any way he can sort of walk us through step by step with details of what happened?
En esta dirección me percato de la presencia del objeto, el cual se encontraba más al fondo de donde se encontraba el avión.
He was standing right here. He was shooting the airplane route going into the airport. He was shooting this commercial airline airplane. And as he was following the plane, he suddenly saw in the background this oval-type object. And 2 seconds afterwards, things started coming out of both ends of this object.
So, what do you believe you saw?
Definitivamente es un objeto volador no identificado.
He cannot ensure whether it is a biological thing or anything else that regards, but it's something that is out of this planet.
Does he think that Mexico is a hotspot for UFO activity?
En México se graban muchas cosas, pero bastantes de ellas no son reales. Por eso hay que ser bien objetivo.
He is a believer that whenever there is natural phenomena happening, volcano activity, of course, there is a sighting of objects more than other times.
Alfredo just mentioned that he believes the object he filmed was related to the local volcano, which, as it turns out, is named Popocatépetl, an active volcano just on the outskirts of town, where people have actually photographed what they feel are UFOs.
So, following Alfredo's lead, we're off to the volcano Popocatépetl to begin our investigation into this case. In order to effectively navigate around this volcano, we're going to need some alternate transportation.
Come on, sweetheart. Come on, come on.
Oh, you've done this before.
Haven't actually. Come on, Ben. All right. Woo! Hey, Ben, where are you going?
Oh, my God.
Hey, this way.
Ben, you tell that donkey who's boss.
I'm just leading the pack, people. This way.
Who's bigger, you or the donkey?
I know where to go. Follow me.
Yeah.
Puro. Come on.
It looks like this path goes up to the right over here. Ben, quit playing with your ass over there.
Come on, Ben. Come on.
Well, I can cross riding a donkey off my bucket list.
Let's tie up the donkeys here, continue the rest of the way on foot. Looks like we got a pretty big slope to climb.
What do you think we're at? 8,000? 7? 8?
I think we're
A long way, guys.
So if we're going to entertain the hypothesis that extraterrestrials have crossed the Gulf of Space to investigate this volcano, well, that to me says there would be something interesting about this volcano. So we're going to do a mineralogical analysis to see if there is anything that sets this volcano apart from other volcanoes.
You look up there and you can see the plume of smoke. 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a big ash eruption. We have to be cautious. We have to, listen to our bodies. If you feel the ground, we absolutely have to back out and get out of here.
But if the wind shifts at all, ash particles, it's like razor blades in your lungs, so keeping those out is a good thing. If people are saying that there's something particular about this volcano that makes it an attractive target for extraterrestrial surveillance, well, let's put that to the test. Let's go grab some freshly erupted rocks, see if it's relatively mundane or if it's something really exotic.
Hey, while you guys collect samples, I'm gonna head up a little higher and get a good look at the skies.
I hope the donkeys are okay back there.
They should be fine. All they wanted to do was eat, take a nap. Here, shine your light back here, would you? See, that's a pretty nice exposure right there.
That's cool. Sample.
Yeah. Multiple events. This looks like a pretty good spot.
Okay. Want me to pull out the evidence kit? Oh my goodness.
That ground was so much farther away than I thought it was.
Oh my goodness.
Ow.
You okay?
I just jammed my finger, that's all.
You're a complete disaster right now.
I know, what the hell? Let's see what this ash is doing.
See the steam rising up off the volcano. It's so odd to be this close to an active volcano, knowing that just at any moment this thing could just explode.
If I was a UFO, why would I come here?
James, the Bennett rider.
Yeah, James. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm okay right now. I want to let you know I've got a really good line of sight of the volcano right now. It's looking very active. I'm seeing like all kinds of faces being made in the smokestacks. I'm sort of billowing out of this thing. It's really spooky.
Hey, James, we're worried that you might have some slight form of altitude sickness.
Maybe so, but this camera's not.
What?
All right, well, I'll let you know if you need to put your mask on at any point.
Copy that.
Wild dog! Go!
There's a dog.
He was running across the field. What the f*** is that? Those gunshots? James, you Bennett Ryder.
Go for Bennett Ryder.
Hey guys, listen man, I'm hearing wild dogs, gunshots, all kinds of crazy activity out here. I'm not sure it's safe for us to be out here too much longer.
Can you repeat gunshots?
You haven't been hearing those loud shotgun blasts.
That's a negative, James. From what direction are you hearing the gunshots? Over.
Wild dogs all around us. Gunshots coming from, I think it's the east.
I think it's time to go.
Copy. I think we've got enough ash samples to take back to test. We'll finish up here. Why don't you rally back at base camp and we'll get out of here?
Copy that.
After collecting samples at the volcano, we decide to follow a new lead. All right, guys, so this next video is really rare. It was shot by the Mexican Air Force on their thermal cameras, and they believe it might be footage of multiple UFOs captured in Mexican airspace.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 en la pantalla.
Síguelo, no lo cierres.
Wow. No, never seen anything like that.
¿Están a la misma altura Telles?
Afirmativo.
Poquito, arriba.
8, 9, 10, 11 contando toda la cola. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
These would appear to be orbs flying in the sky. Amazing stuff. One of the things we need to keep in mind for our investigation is that these objects were clearly visible with the FLIR cameras. They were airborne, according to the Mexican Air Force. They were picked up on a Seaview radar, 3 of them. There were 11 objects seen in total, all picked up on the FLIR. And at one point, they surrounded the plane to the point where the pilots got so freaked out that they switched off their navigation beacons because they wanted to kind of disengage any possible confrontation with these objects. So these pilots were clearly freaked out.
Teníamos información del radar de un objeto atrás de nosotros y estábamos observando con la cámara de infrarrojo a la izquierda de nosotros varios objetos. Asumimos que nos estaban rodeando.
¿Sintieron temor?
Sentir temor, sí. Sí, personalmente sí se siente temor. Temor, tal vez un poco de miedo. Un poco de miedo porque estábamos ante algo que nunca nos había pasado, ¿no? Nunca nos había sucedido. Pues sí, un poco de temor y miedo.
My gut reaction to the footage is not necessarily that these objects themselves are moving. I mean, they're staying very stationary with respect to each other. They don't seem to be doing any extreme maneuvers. They're not flying apart and changing formation or moving toward or away. They're all staying very static. And some have suggested in the past that this footage is actually oil rigs on the horizon. And, you know, to me, I don't think that we can rule that out.
One of the theories to explain this video are stationary oil rigs. The problem I have with that theory is I would have to completely dismiss 2 very significant facts as stated by the officers from the Mexican Air Force. 1, these 2 objects out of the 11 were picked up on radar at altitude. 2, at one point these objects seemed to circle their very aircraft, which really freaked them out.
The entire commentary of the pilots, you know, while it's happening is really valuable. I think what's even more important is for us to go to this exact site and do a test ourselves.
Yeah, we go to the exact location where the sightings occurred, bring our own FLIR cameras, and see if we can pick up what some say were oil derricks out in the Gulf, which I highly disagree with.
Get up into the sky and then see if we can't see something similar while we're there looking in the same direction.
Our next move is we get to meet up with a pilot in Campeche, Mexico, and actually go up in the air with FLIR cameras to the exact location for a recreation. objective is to see whether or not our FLIR cameras can pick up a heat signal from these oil rigs off the coast of Mexico.
So we will start here.
Yes.
We'll fly into the coordinates.
Yep, and right now we're just calling this Division del Norte. We've gone over this is the exact location where the sighting happened with the Mexican Air Force.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Como se dice, vámonos.
Vámonos.
Our plan for this test is to get up in a plane and head to the exact coordinates and altitude and run this test for ourselves. Both Ben and I will be equipped with thermal cameras that will help us detect distinct heat signatures in the area.
You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let us know when we're in position. Once it's a go, we'll start running the test.
In my mind, this will help us determine if offshore burning oil rigs can look anything like that military footage.
Okay, so you guys, our ETA is 33 minutes. We're at an altitude of 3,000 feet. We're headed to an altitude of 10,000 feet, which is the altitude roughly that the Air Force captured the UFOs.
See that? We should be getting there at the perfect time of day.
Perfect. I think it's going to be similar conditions too. You see the cloud cover over the Gulf? It's very similar to the day they captured the UFOs. Keep your eyes peeled for any UFOs. 5 minutes for arrival point. Okay guys, get ready. Our ETA is 1 minute. ETA 15 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do this. There is the point. We're here. Our airspeed is 110.
110 knots.
Our altitude is 10,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
The exact coordinates of the Air Force's video shot off the coast, I believe it's roughly 80 nautical miles to the coast right now. So we are exactly where we want to be.
Copy that. And a little, land below, but nothing out of the ordinary. No platforms.
Copy that. Can you see the water from here?
It's a good distance out. I'm having trouble seeing the water with my eyes, let alone with the camera,
Yeah, I'm on the binoculars right now and I still can't see the water.
Right now we're in the exact same spot where the Mexican Air Force captured these videos.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
I can't even see the water with binoculars.
We are at 48 miles at the sea. Okay, guys, we are 48 miles from the ocean. I'm not buying that explanation of oil platforms, that's for damn sure.
Not from this vantage, I'm not.
Ryder, have you picked up any imagery at all, like any heat signals from the direction of the water on the FLIR cameras?
Nothing yet.
Okay, well we're gonna fly right over that restricted airspace so we can get and see if we can see some platforms.
From this vantage point, we can barely see the water, let alone these oil rigs. I just don't see how people can mistake these oil rigs for UFOs.
There is a platform here. Yes, sir. We've located one platform. Ma'am, so can we turn? It's possible to for the film. Okay, you see? Yes. Okay. Guys, I got a platform. It'll be directly out your window in about 4 seconds.
I don't see it. I don't know what they were talking about, honest. I'm not picking these platforms up. I can see it with my naked eye, and I can't get it on the thermal. Finally picked it up on the FLIR, and it is faint. It looks nothing like what we saw
tests have clearly demonstrated that even at close range, those oil derricks do not even give off enough heat signal to be picked up on a FLIR camera.
Because I think the atmospheric conditions were different today than they were for the Mexican FLIR footage, and because the military's camera may have had a different calibration than ours, I don't think that our experiment was conclusive either way.
I personally am convinced that the water was so far away at that location that I couldn't even see with binoculars. So,
well, even when I got the oil platform on the thermal camera, it just wasn't resonating as strong as the lights in the video were.
The damn haze, we couldn't see a lot, even when we were close to the oil rigs.
We couldn't even see the water.
When you look at the video, there's clouds all over the place. And these objects are going in and out of the clouds and behind the clouds. Personally, I'm convinced that what was captured was not oil rigs.
If these videos that we're investigating are real, like the locals claim, then it follows that there could also be landings. And we're about to meet a man who believes he has proof that they've not only landed, they might have left something behind. Jaime Maussan is a former journalist turned popular ufologist, and what he claims to be in possession of could change what we know about extraterrestrials forever. We're really interested in what you have to show us.
Yeah, well, let me show you that.
What is it?
We don't know yet. We are in the process of investigating this creature. This could become a very important evidence. This creature was found in a rat trap. There have been 6 DNA analyses, but the results are amazing. This is a creature of unknown origin.
Oh my God!
Not human and not animal known.
I can use the word alien loosely here because that thing's alien to anything I've ever seen. At first glance, you're like, this looks like Alien out of the movie. And then you start looking at those fangs and prolonged head. I mean, it looks like an alien because it is alien to anything I've ever seen before.
This is probably something that is not from this earth. We don't know. This should be in a museum for people to see because many people say there are no physical evidence of the presence of extraterrestrials. Well, this could be it.
I have no idea what this thing is, but I want to know a hell of a lot more about it. So there is an extraterrestrial connection with Chichen Itza?
Many people think that there is a relation between the UFO presence and pyramids. And Chichen Itza is a city that was built under planification. It was built regarding the positions of the stars. And the pyramid is related to the phenomenon of the Pleiades. El Castillo Pyramid is a pyramid that was built to honor the alineation of the Earth, the Sun, and the Pleiades, or
star constellation. 7 systems.
Exactly. So Chichen Itza, it's a real mystery, you know. That area, through the years, has become one of the most important regarding the sightings of UFOs. Not very far from where this creature was captured. But I think we should look that very closely because that's a very good possibility.
Jaime Maussan is drawing a parallel between the Mayan temples and UFO activity? We have to investigate that. Well, we do know that Chichen Itza has a lot of lore behind it. There are rumors that extraterrestrials helped them build it. Even Quetzalcoatl is supposedly this alien that came from the sky. It's this lizard-type creature, walked right down the Castillo steps and brought with him intelligence. So, alien, still yet to be determined, but it's really interesting. And I think around that area, there's a lot of underground tunnels that were also built by the Mayan that they believe were entrances to the underworld. And again, there are a lot of strange, really small carcasses, that were not very human-like.
Well, I mean, ancient alien hypotheses or not, Chichen Itza is an incredibly fine-tuned astronomical instrument, what I hear. I mean, exactly aligned with the equinoxes, specific stellar alignments. The actual structure I've read of the pyramid itself represents the calendar year with 365 steps going up to the top. I mean, just incredible. I can't wait to see it.
That's definitely the area we should head. If there's any truth to this theory, then we need to head to the Pyramid of Chichen Itza, one of the Yucatan's Mayan temples. There, we'll look for the potential presence of aliens. So our plan for tonight's investigation is to set up some surveillance cameras to try to capture the existence of this extraterrestrial life ourselves. Tonight we have our night vision cameras, thermal cameras. We've got the Monster 1200 lens. I think first order business is to try to get to the top of Castillo.
Set up a camera.
Set up a camera up there.
Yeah, I'll set up a base station on one of the smaller pyramids, so I'll have field of view, and I'll be able to zero in on whatever it is you guys see.
Remember, this is jungle out here. There's probably like monkeys and pumas and jaguars.
Yeah, keep your distance.
You know, so just, keep that in mind.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. We all should.
This thing is massive. It's gonna be a nice little workout here. The natural Stairmaster.
Ready for James.
Go for James.
Hey, James. I'm not sure if you can see me on the thermal camera. I'm at the
very base of the tower, and I'm starting my walk up.
Copy that, Ryder. Take it easy. Remember, you got a lot of stairs to climb.
All right, copy that.
I'll let you know when I hit the top.
Here goes nothing. James, go ahead.
You're on top of the Mayan world right now. How does it feel?
It is so creepy. This tower up here is massive.
Copy that. Be careful.
Filled with strange energy, and boy, can I feel it. Come on. Rider for James.
Go for James.
I swear I just heard the strangest noise
being emitted from the main doorway with, terrifying.
I'd be too freaked out to go in there personally alone.
I'm not sure if it's wind moving through here or not, but it is freaky up here.
Copy that, Ryder. So be careful up there. James for Ben.
Yeah, copy that, James. Go ahead.
I'll let you know Ryder made it to the top of El Castillo.
He's setting up a surveillance camera as we speak. Copy that, James. Good news.
This is pretty imposing in the dark. Well, here we go. Nothing like they used to. Yeah, 2,000-year-old
staircases. Wow. Well, I think this looks like a good spot for a stakeout. I think that's Ryder.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. This is like never ending. No wonder the Mayans were always in such good shape. 353.
How was it?
Well, it's pretty incredible up there. I was able to set the camera up over there to try to see if we could capture anything. Let's start making our way in towards the thick of the jungle. And if there is some sort of alien creature out there, maybe it's deeper in the jungle.
Wow. Hear that?
No, what do you hear?
It's just crawling with life out there.
Well, luckily I've got the thermal camera, so we'll hopefully get eyes on something before it gets eyes on us.
Look at these rocks. These are the rocks they used to build the pyramids with. Can you imagine handling these? Look how big they are.
Do you think aliens had anything to do with the building of this place?
Well, I mean, the Mayans talked about it, right? They would know better than me.
It's true.
How the heck did they know so much about the planetary system, you know? They knew so much without any sophisticated gear. Whoa. There's something looking at us. Ryder. Ryder.
What?
Come here, right now. Look, come over here.
I'm here.
Through there and see the eyeballs looking at us. You see that? It's big. See it? See it?
I want to see it on the thermal camera.
You got it?
Holy.
Oh. Ryder. You see that? It's big. There's something in the jungle. See it? See it? You got it?
Holy.
Oh, God.
Do you see that?
Whoa. Whatever it is, it's definitely moving. It's time to go. Ryder.
Guys, everyone be really still. Be really still. Be really still.
Let's back off, man. I'm serious. There it is. There it is. Looking at us. Looking at us.
Dude, that's a cat.
Coming this way. It's definitely coming this way. Grab this machete. Grab the machete.
It's the way out.
Look, I don't know.
Oh.
Hit me right now. Go, go. Oh my God.
Talk to Ben. Tell Ben. Luckily, he's up somewhere safe right now.
James and Ryder, Ben.
James, this is Ben. Go ahead. Ben, we just got stalked by a puma.
It was a big, big cat.
Guys, seriously, it's terrifying. How far into the woods were you?
Too far.
Ryder and I are gonna head back out into the square, see if we can monitor what's going on up in the skies.
Yeah, copy that. I could use your eyes on the north side of the pyramid. Over.
Let's give the woods a break for a little bit.
Yes, I think it's a great idea.
We continue to investigate for several more hours, but our investigation is far from over. Once we returned home, fighting jet lag, we got right to work looking through all the footage and samples we collected from Mexico. Okay, guys, so I've pulled up the two different angles from the Mexico mothership videos, and let's just do a side-by-side comparison here.
See that flicker top and bottom? It looks like there's rotors that is a very helicopter-type shape.
I'll tell you what I saw. You know how they make those arches of balloons? Mm-hmm. I think that this is like that, and they're becoming untangled.
You know what? That would make sense because they look tethered.
After analyzing this mothership video, I'm pretty convinced that this is some sort of bundle of strung out balloons, and what you're actually seeing is that bundle unravel and the strings pulling apart with those balloons with them. Well, this is the results from the analysis done on the ash sample that you took from the volcano.
Right, and this was related to the hypothesis that we've heard that there are extraterrestrial visitors to the volcano. Is there something special about the mineral composition of the volcano?
Well, I mean, they'd be either interested in the minerals or possibly they could be interested in the activity of the volcano. Who knows?
That's true, too.
I guess what would be unique is if you had an unusual concentration of rare element. And, I mean, I gotta be honest, it looks like what you tend to expect from a volcanic ash cloud.
By far, our most adventurous experiment in Mexico was the FLIR test that we did based upon this military video that they say are 11, UFOs captured on thermal imaging by the military in Mexico.
4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
And now let's look at the video that we were able to actually capture from the plane when we were doing the exact test.
I don't see it. I can't get it on the thermal.
When we did finally get close enough to see the platforms with our own eyes, that's what they showed up like on our thermal cameras. So what do you think we're looking at here? Do you think that these could be stationary objects?
Yeah, this is actually from the satellite image right now. Eliminated the original photo so we can do a geometric analysis. This is all, like, those are very identifiable little objects. So for my analysis, all I did was I plotted the locations of the oil wells and I sort of tilted them on angle so you view them on the horizon, and I looked at what pattern those dots would make when looked at from a distance. And as it turns out, they match what the Mexican military shot amazingly well. You end up with that collection of lights.
Ben's theory is impressive. For me, these remain unidentified flying objects.
Let's talk about what Jaime showed us.
Pretty shocking.
It was really shocking when he first revealed it.
I don't know what the hell it is.
He's telling us that this is finally a piece of evidence that extraterrestrials have landed. And that's why he's done so much DNA analysis of this.
Paleontology uses the geometry of bones to help you determine what something is. Maybe we can just look at these things' bones and help determine if there's a terrestrial explanation. After doing a little digging, I found that there are a number of unique features to marmosets, which are mammals native to South America and sold in the region as pets, that really match this creature that we were shown. So I just pulled up the skeleton and skull of a marmoset and did a side-by-side comparison of the key features. Where is the ear cavity located? Is it missing molar teeth? The distance and angle between the eye socket and the nose. It has clawed fingers and it has a segmented tail. I now think this is definitely a marmoset.
Ben crushed it with his analysis of that alien baby. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at a marmoset.
This creature closely resembles a marmoset. You can't deny it. You got a marmoset, you got the creature, the teeth, the shape of the skull, the tail.
I think Mexico presents a culture that's very open to the idea that we are being visited by beings from another world, and that manifests when everyone looks up at the sky. So ultimately, I'm not convinced that Mexico's being visited by aliens.
Oh, there it is. El Castillo. Mexico as a whole was fantastic. I definitely think that there's some strange sightings going on there. Unfortunately, we couldn't find anything conclusive to say that what we investigated is out of this world.